We talk about all of our delicious gluten-free recipes every week, but grain-free recipes. Something else I want to talk about. I wrote a great article about grain-free living. You can go over to the website at glutenfreegg.com. Check that out. Let's take a look at my grain-free recipe I have for you today. Chocolate Covered Sunbutter Bites. They are delish, great dessert. If you're eating grain-free, you will love these. And they're so easy to make. We don't even have to turn the oven on. I'm putting a half of a cup of sunflower seed spread or sun butter. I'm using the natural variety. There's a crunchy variety. You could use that too. You could also check out my recipe for making your own sun butter, and you can find that on my YouTube channel. You can just Google that, gluten-free GG, homemade sun butter, and you'll see exactly how easy that is to make. Now let me tell you, see how easy this is coming right out? I sprayed my measuring cup with a little bit of cooking spray before I brought it over. So let's get this out of our way. Next we're going to add some coconut flour. And this is our grain-free flour we're using. You'll see how lumpy the coconut flour is. I pour mine in a container, keep it in the freezer. I like to take a whisk before I measure it and just go in and get the lumps out, so we don't have to deal with those. Let me grab a spoon. And we want to use a 1/4 cup. And you want to measure this by just scooping it right in your measuring cup and then go across the top and level that off. And so this goes right in. Now coconut flour has a mild coconut flavor, but not very strong. You won't taste it in the finished product. I've got 2 tablespoons of coconut milk. You can use any milk you like. I've got 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. You can use maple syrup. You can use any liquid sweetener. Honey, agave nectar would work as well. And we just want to stir this until it's smooth. And that'll take just a minute. You want to make sure you get all of the lumps out of the coconut flour, and this will thicken up pretty quickly. And once you get this completely mixed, we will add 1/3 cup of mini chocolate chips. Now I have Enjoy Life chocolate chips because I'm dairy free, and those are free of the top 8 allergens, so I like to use those. And I use the mini ones because we're going to shape this mixture into small bites that are about 1 inch. So let's now take a look at how thick this got. And that's your coconut flour. Anytime you use it, this is what will happen. So I'll add our chocolate chips. And that seems like a lot, but that's a good thing. So we want to stir these in. And I have a teaspoon measuring spoon, and I'm going to use it to help me shape this into our little bites. And we'll put those on a wax paper lined baking sheet. And this is great. So let me move this out of the way. Let's bring our pan over. And what we're going to do is just scoop up a little of the mixture. You can make these as large or as small as you like, but you just want to take this out of your measuring spoon and squeeze it together. So give it a little squeeze and then gently shape it into a little bite like that. And you just line these up. This recipe makes about 2 dozen of our little bites. So I'll shape these, we'll chill them, and then I'll show you how to cover them in chocolate. Grain-free chocolate covered sun butter bites, so good. Take a look. We had them on our pan. I chilled those for at least half an hour. You can chill them overnight even if you just cover them with some clear plastic. If you want to do this in stages, that's fine. So now they're a bit more firm. You can kind of see. I don't want to break this one, but we'll sacrifice one. I'll let you have a look. How about that? And so you can see this is much more firm than when I was shaping these earlier. I'll put this one over here. I'll eat that later. Now, we want to cover these in chocolate. These are great just like they are, but I have a 1/2 cup of Enjoy Life chocolate chips and a teaspoon of Earth Balance. You can use butter or you could use coconut oil. These are going in the microwave about 30 seconds to start, and then we'll check on those and give them 10-second increments so we don't overheat them. let's have a look at our chocolate. You see my earth balance has melted. Take a look at the side of the dish here. You can see some of the chips have melted. Not so much on this side. So what we want to do is give a little stir. Look at that, looks good. Now, this was 20 seconds. Everybody's microwave is just a little bit different. So I want you to check on these. Don't put them in there for a minute and walk away. You'll end up with a big mess. So check on these after about 20 or 30 seconds. I'm going back in the microwave for 15 seconds and we'll come have a look. Alright, 15 more seconds, so have a look. So this puts me at about 35 seconds. And I'm using a really small little prep bowl. And the reason is because I want the chocolate to be deep in the bowl, so it'll be easy to cover these. They need just about 10 more seconds, so we'll do that and we'll come back and be ready to dip. Okay, let's have a look. This is about 10 more seconds, so give this a stir. And that looks great. So you want to work kind of fast here when you're dipping your Sunbutter Bites, because they're cold. This is warm. This will lower the temperature here. So you can take them, I like to put a couple in, sort of toss them over. And I have a fork handy because I like to lift them up with a fork and scrape the chocolate right off the bottom so I don't have too much. And just go over to your pan. You just put that right over there. See how pretty that is? So take the other little guy in here, sort of toss them over with your spoon. Make sure it's nice and coated. And you know it's really decadent. If you just want them to be extra chocolate, you can always let these harden and double dip. So good. I think that's what I'll do. So there you go. I'm finishing these up. We'll chill these and they will be superb. So, come have a look. Gorgeous, aren't they? Just enough chocolate. And look, I want to show you this fun trick. So at the end of your chocolate here, if you just want to do halvesies, you can just coat half of them so you see the little chocolate chips and everything. So cute. And so put this over here. We'll find some space. Got a little mess there. Let's do a few halves. We are going to chill these for just a little bit, about 15 minutes. Let the chocolate set and then we get to try one. Can't wait. 15 minutes in the fridge. Have a look. I'm plating these up. They look wonderful. Couple more here. Got our little halvesies we can put over here. You will love these. They never last long in my kitchen, and I know they won't last in yours. They are so good. Grain-free. It's a terrific treat. I know you'll enjoy it. I'm going to try one now.